sex, drugs, and scary videos on a popular children's app. Inappropriate videos have infiltrated YouTube Kids, often showing popular children's characters in violent and even sexual scenarios. And we've learned there is little being done about it. It looks like the frosty blonde Disney character, but this is not Elsa.
You are so hot.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, Inspect, Reflect, and Reform. Today, let's learn together the negative impact of YouTube Kids content and social media influence. In this 21st century, social media like YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and other social media platforms become very popular. Parents give their children free access to browse and explore all the content that everything seems pretty safe, all the videos on the YouTube. But you may not aware YouTube Kids content, like cartoon videos and shorts videos, are no more safer for kids. Let me show in Western countries, parents learn the negative contents of the YouTube Kids content. Then they talk about these.
I would be totally disturbed. I would never let them watch YouTube again without me being there like every second.
It's supposed to help parents have some peace of mind when they let their children online to watch videos. But it seems that some of the filters aren't really working. It's the end of the world for YouTube.
Horrified, Jennifer McLean did some digging and found more than she ever wanted to see. Sexual content, drug use, violence.
But here in India, it's the opposite. Parents doesn't bother what they watch, what types of content. They need to learn lessons from. Also, never skip other social platforms as well. Social platforms become very risky for children because they are not aware of what is good and what is bad. You might be having experience. Even adults may got negative influence through social media. Just think of your child who is in the stage of learning. They are not in the stage to handle emotion. Which environment influences their psychology, which will lead them to wrong direction. These platforms have to go through a series of search filters and checks to ensure that the content is appropriate for young viewers. However, this isn't a foolproof. Platforms like YouTube and YouTube Kids are supposed to be safe spaces for children, offering fun and educational content. Despite there are many videos on these platforms are far from appropriate. Videos featuring popular children's characters, like Elsa from Disney Frozen, are being exploited for creating inappropriate content. These creators use beloved characters as bait to attract young viewers, tricking them into watching videos that are anything but child-friendly. Elsa, along with other familiar animated characters, is frequently featured in these bizarre videos because it's an effective tactic. For parents, seeing a character like Elsa might provide a sense of security. But that's exactly the mindset these creators are counting on. By using recognizable characters, they can sneak inappropriate content past unsuspecting, therefore adults handing into the hands of children. However, inside the videos, it features inappropriate content for the child. In 2017, the New York Times published a shocking report exposing this disturbing trend, which had been a relatively low-key issue until then. Parents often try to monitor what their children watch, but it's nearly impossible to be present every single time. This raises a serious question.
Inappropriate content, it should be moderated and not visible on YouTube Kids, but there are problems. YouTube Kids admits in their own privacy policy that inappropriate content does get through. So kids are seeing actually a lot of inappropriate content on YouTube Kids.
Donna? Well, essentially, parents have to be extra vigilant. For many parents, they try to monitor their kids or, in an open space, so watching TV or using the computer where they are able to see. But of course, not everyone can do that. And so if that's not possible, you can pre-select videos for your kids so that you're choosing what they're able to watch. And some parents say that they check their settings regularly to ensure that nothing is slipping through that shouldn't be.
It's a trend that's been popping up on multiple news sources. What we're seeing is that whether it's on Netflix, whether it's on YouTube, because of the way content can slip through algorithms, because there isn't enough human moderation, there's some disturbing content that kids are seeing. So on YouTube in particular, there's some very popular shows, whether it's Nickelodeon's Paw Patrol, which is about a group of scruffy dogs who solve problems, whether it's Peppa Pig, another show that's aimed towards preschoolers, that mixed in with the verified content, that those episodes that you would trust your kids to watch, there's some really disturbing remixes as well. And these are remixes where, Peppa Pig goes to the dentist, only she gets tortured instead, where Peppa Pig eats her father, drinks bleach, just really disturbing content for anyone.
Who are the people behind these videos, and why are they allowed to continue? Despite being flagged and reported numerous times, many of these channels manage to re-upload their inappropriate content under new names, often minutes after it's taken down. The content varies, ranging from crude animations to dark themes and even horror elements, but they all share one major similarity. They generate massive views and revenue. Take the channel Super Zeus TV, for example. In 2018, it had over 1.8 million views, despite producing content that should never be on YouTube Kids. The channel specialized in cartoons featuring two female characters, one with blue hair and the other with pink hair. These videos often depicted the characters in distressing and sometimes terrifying situations, all presented in a brightly colored, child-friendly animation style. The channel's content was clearly designed to appeal to kids, using the same tactics that helped it climb the rankings on YouTube Kids, despite being a newer channel. This is just one example of a disturbing trend. Many channels like Super Zeus TV continue to use misleading tactics to target young audiences, putting inappropriate and harmful content in front of children. Despite multiple reports, the platform struggles to keep up with these creators, allowing them to profit off content that should have no place in children's media. Have you ever seen videos like Sexy Frozen Elsa Bad Time or Jax's First Kiss with strange thumbnails? These videos, some with millions of views, are often inappropriate for kids. Would you let your younger siblings watch content like this? Videos with sexual undertones, violence, or disturbing content are alarmingly easy to find, and despite multiple reports, many of them remain on YouTube. Take the example of a pediatrician, Dr. Free Hayes, who shared a disturbing experience. Her daughter was watching a cartoon on YouTube when a video suddenly appeared teaching how to commit suicide. Even after reporting the video, it was still available days later. This is not an isolated case. Research from organizations like BBC, Android Authority, Trust and Safety Foundation highlights how YouTube is full of inappropriate content targeting children, sexual content, drug culture, gun violence, and even videos promoting suicide. In fact, YouTube's own policies prohibit sexual content, violence, and offensive language on the platform, especially for children. But the reality is very different. For example, videos promoting drugs, weapons, and violence are often suggested to kids as young as 4. These videos can shape children's behavior, teach them harmful words, or even make them addicted to fear-inducing content. Some research has shown that this exposure can stunt brain development, particularly in the areas responsible for decision-making and emotional regulation. Dear parents, you may not even aware free access of mobile phone at early age letting increase rate of child marriage. Why? Because platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc., where the contact know can easily exchange and chat each other. Hence, as per the research, we can witness the increasing rate of child marriage. As per the latest report, there's a real issue here. Just think in India, parents doesn't bother, they freely let their children access their phone. You will witness the consequences shortly. Parents might not be aware, or there isn't enough conversation about it in India. Research on this topic is minimal, but it's critical we start discussing it to protect our children from harmful online content. As per the science of early brain development can inform investments in early childhood. These basic concepts, established over decades of neuroscience and behavioral research, help illustrate why child development, particularly from birth to 5 years, is a foundation for a prosperous and sustainable society. It says that biology and environment work together to shape the brain. During this early age, human brain is very sensitive, very easy to catch up. If in this stage they watch sensitive videos, there's high possibility that the child will lead to wrong direction. It's time to hold platforms like YouTube accountable. Let's demand better protection for children and make sure they're safe from inappropriate content. Share this message and let's raise awareness. Lastly, I would like to thanks to all the researchers, publishers, content creators from USA, Pakistan, and from various parts of the world for bringing such important issues and spreading awareness to the public. Thank you all. See you in the next video.
बरोड़ा को ट्रोल किया जा रहा है। अब मैं ये नहीं कहूँगी कि क्या गलत है और क्या सही है, दैट इज़ अ अदर पार्ट, बट जिस तरह से ट्रोल कर रहे हैं सोसाइटी उसको, क्या आपको नहीं लगता कि उसकी साइकोलॉजी पे कितना बुरा असर पड़ रहा होगा? पेरेंट्स ठीक है एक तरीके से उनको सपोर्ट तो कर देते हैं, रील्स बनाओ, सोशल मीडिया पे डालो, इससे अर्निंग होगी आपकी, आप बहुत फेमस हो जाओगे। लेकिन आप ये भी तो देखो ना कि बच्चों की साइकोलॉजी पे कितना इफेक्ट पड़ेगा उस चीज़ का। आप ये नोट नहीं कर रहे हो कि आप अपने बच्चों का बचपन छीन रहे हो। यहाँ पे अभिनव अरोड़ा को पूरा ट्रेन किया गया, ऐसे ही बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं जिनको उनके पेरेंट्स जो है वो पूरा ट्रेन करते हैं और उसके बाद वो सोशल मीडिया पे आते हैं। तो आप अपने बच्चों की अर्निंग पे डिपेंड ना हो कि खुद अर्न करो और बच्चों को खिलाओ पिलाओ। एक टाइम आएगा वो भी अर्न करके आपको खिलाएंगे, पर अभी तो उनका बचपन है, उनको बचपन में ही जीने दो, उनका बचपन ना छीनो। अपने बच्चे की जगह आप खुद आओ सोशल मीडिया पे, अपना टैलेंट शो करो, जो भी आपका स्किल्स है आप वो शो करो। मैं पेरेंट्स से बस यही कहना चाहूँगी कि बच्चों का बचपन ना छीने और उनको।
अब आप देखो सोशल मीडिया कितना ज़्यादा रोल प्ले करता है एक बच्चे की ग्रोथ में। जो टिकटॉक का वर्जन चाइना में चलता है वो टिकटॉक का वर्जन यूएस में नहीं चलता है, क्योंकि चाइना में जिन बच्चों की एज 15 साल तक होती है उन लोगों को दिखाया जाता है साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी, इससे रिलेटेड वीडियो दिखाई जाती हैं। और वही वर्जन जो यूएस में दिखाया जाता है वहाँ पे वो किसी भी तरीके का कंटेंट देख सकते हैं, उस तरीके का कंटेंट देखते हैं जिससे उनके दिमाग में डोपामाइन जनरेट होता है और उनको लाइफ में कुछ भी सीखने को नहीं मिलता है। तो बच्चा जिस तरीके का कंटेंट देखेगा उस तरीके के अपनी लाइफ में ग्रो करेगा। और यही फर्क है चाइना की डेवलपमेंट का, वो अपने बच्चों को शुरू से इस तरीके की ट्रेनिंग देते हैं कि आगे जाके उनका फ्यूचर ब्राइट हो या उनको कुछ ना कुछ लर्न करने को मिले।